Network Entertainment.
Lance,
Oh,
ikaw ba, nagka-beard ka ba ever?
feeling ko tumutubo siya. I mean, ikaw nakikita ko ngayon, medyo, kung hindi mo siya i-shave, magkakaroon ka.
Clean, ako
Oo,
ngayon.
pero meron ako dito. Tama ba? Beard dito.
Yeah. Meron ba?
Hindi, meron. Tsaka dito. Dito.
Actually, nakikita ko nga meron ka dito.
Ayun. So,
Oo.
meron. Ikaw.
Actually, sagot mo na yung tanong para sa akin.
Pero ayaw mo magka-beard.
Ewan ko, medyo mas gusto ko yung
magmumukha
clean,
kang daddy.
mas gusto ko yung clean boy, soft boy, mabait.
Hindi, paano pag sa working life era mo na? Like, tingin mo ba, soft boy ka pa rin? O medyo mukha ka ng, matured?
Tingnan na lang natin when we get there. Ikaw ba, nagbabala ka bang maging daddy? Kasi sabi mo, yung pag nagkaroon ka ng beard, magmumukha kang parang, parang daddy, ganon.
Ako kasi, pag sa bahay, hindi ako usually nag-shave.
Talaga?
Like, ayun, medyo may na-miss pa. Pero pag kunaring nasa labas na ako or with other people.
Actually, dito may na-miss ka nga dito.
Oo, nagmamadali ako kanina. Pero sa akin, pag hindi ako usually nag-shave talaga. I mean,
Talaga?
pag lalabas lang.
Never
Pero,
kita nakita na
hindi ko naman pinapaba ng ganun.
I mean, yung dito mo. Minsan na sabi daw ni Tristan,
To.
oo.
Oo, ito. Hindi mo ba nakikita?
Hindi ko napapansin. See? That's why hindi ako nakatingin pa ganon.
Oo nga, hindi ka nga nakatingin dito kasi dito ka.
Whatever.
Oo. Kaya hello to everyone all over the world. Magkakasama naman tayo sa isang gabing puno ng kwentuhan, tawanan at bardagulan kasamang leading voices of the Filipino youth. Ito ang...
Ganito kasi yan. By the Pod Network.
At kasama niyo pa rin ang striving scholar ng Rizal na what I appreciated this year is somehow na I can get to open more sa podmates natin na what it's like being in an MLM couple. Wow! Ako lang to, si Lance Arevada.
Ako, what I appreciate this year is my friend being open.
Lu!
In being in a relationship sa podcast.
Being open to talk ha, kasi parang mukhang open relationship yung sinasabi mo eh.
Ano ba sabi ko?
Open in a relationship.
Open with his relationship.
Okay.
Sabi ko.
Okay.
You're putting words into my mouth, Lance.
Okay. Sino ka?
Ako pa rin ang hindi dapat tinalagyan ng words sa mouth, si Jacob.
Kasi iba yung...
Hindi ko na sinabi, Lance, kasi sabi ko magkakalat na.
Ayun na naman. Pero for this episode...
Usapang beard tayo kanina, pero hindi tayo... This is not about a shaving episode. Pero, yun.
Ayun,
Gusto ko yung
bilang siguro ang pag-celebrate natin ng Pride and ngayon sa GKY. Parang pag-usapan natin yung... Sa tingin ko, it's a thing that happens.
Okay.
Hindi siya yung usual Pride episode mo na what it's like coming out and all of that. Pero may ganun tayong episodes with Miss Mela before.
With Miss Mela before.
Pero yung situation natin ngayon, it's something that has to deal with the straights.
Ito naman has to deal with the people.
Yeah,
the
people.
community around you.
Yeah. And whether or not parang what it's like after you come out. Yes, pero bakit ba beard yung sinasabi mo, Jacob?
Kasi nga, makikita mo yan later kapag nag-usap na tayo tungkol sa episode natin. But makikita niyo bakit beard yung ginamit kong opening question natin. At kung gusto niyo magpadala ng yung liham, ay pwede niyo itong gawin sa tinyurl.com/gky, tugon mo. The link is also in the description box and also on her IG bio.
Yes.
So are you ready, Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Arevada?
Ready ka na, Jacob?
Ready. Always ready.
Okay. So, dear Jacob and Lance. Okay, so, this might sound super high school. Well, technically it is. But I found out recently, like just this week, that my high school ex-boyfriend, ellipsis, has a boyfriend now.
Oh.
Like,
Happy Pride.
a boyfriend. 4 years after we broke up. And now I'm spiraling. Kasi, wait lang po. Was he always like this? Did I miss a sign? Did we mean anything? Were the memories real or just him trying to figure himself out? Am I just a footnote in his identity crisis? Thoughts?
Mamaya na, tapusin muna
Okay.
natin yung letter.
Medyo nag-reserve ng energy ngayon si Jacob. Parang masyado ka atang pagod today, Jacob.
Hindi naman, pinagod lang. Ha?
Ayun tayo eh. Parang anong oras ka na nag-i-sleep?
Actually, 1.
1? Akala ko mga mas late ka na pa.
Right.
Okay. Ang ginagawa mo ng 1?
Nagdonood ng TV.
Okay. Kwento mo yan. We dated for like almost 2 years. I was 16. He was 17.
So, if 4 years ago, that's like
2021.
2021. So, most likely, college.
That kind of young love na landline pa yung gamit minsan. Grabe naman yung landline. Nasa panahon ba tayo ni Marvin at
Wait
Julina?
lang, 4 years ago? Wala nang landline 4 years ago.
Grabe naman yan.
Ay,
Pandemic.
hindi. Wait lang. 4 years ago, 2021.
Baka may
Tapos 2
landline.
years sila together, 2019.
Grabe pa, kahit na parang hindi naman yung panahon ni Marvin at Jolina.
Uy, hindi. Nung grade 1 ako, may telephone
Oo
pa.
naman, pero yung gagamitin mong landline para mag-call, may messenger, may Discord, may Telegram.
Nung 2019,
Oo.
hindi ko pa ginagamit yung mga ganun.
Okay.
Ikaw kasi laking telegram eh.
Lo.
Sorry.
Ayan. Na sobrang intense. Wow, gano'n ka-intense. Kahit wala namang masyadong nangyayari. We did all the cheesy things. Exchange notebooks, surprise clips sa lock, lalantin yun ng high school. Crying over LDR, even if we lived like 30 minutes apart. Ha-ha. Uy.
Di ba parang kayo, may LDR din kayo ng jowa mo? Sa Binangonan.
Oh, 3 kilometers apart. 30 minutes to travel time.
Pag walking,
1 hour.
kaya.
He broke up with me before college started. Sabi niya, he's not ready. No other explanation. I cried for 2 weeks, moved on, or so I thought. Fast forward to this week, I saw a post from a common friend. A soft launch. May lalaki. May kamay sa kamay. I stalked. I cried. Ang haba ng letter niya. I questioned everything.
Wait lang. So, common friend din yung jowa?
Pwede.
Ha?
And I'm not even mad. I'm just confused. A little heartbroken. A little like, so ano ako? Training wheels? A face? I support him. I really do. I'm happy he's living his truth. Pero now, I feel like I'm reliving everything with an extra layer of, oh, maybe that's why. Parang all our moments suddenly came with question marks instead of sparkles. Was I a beard? Was I his first attempt at normal? Did he love me? Or did he just love the idea of me? Of being in love? Or was he trying to love a girl just to prove to himself na hindi siya, I'm not angry. Just confused and a little existential. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to feel used. I just want to understand what that love was. If it was ever real for him because it was real for me. Help. Please. Sincerely yours, emotional support, Beard. Jacob, tugon po.
Kung ano man ang sa kanya, hindi mo fully malalaman yon. Pero what's important is sa'yo, totoo yon. What's important is sa'yo, minahal mo talaga siya and you gave what you had to give. And that doesn't change the fact that you both love one another. Kung ano man ngayon, people change. Things change. And baka na-realize yun yung sarili niya, but it doesn't discount the fact that you loved one another. There was love. You felt that there was love. You know that there was love. You gave love. And siguro that's what's important na lang. Kasi tapos na rin naman siya. Lance, tugon po.
borrowing the words of a gay icon na mahal-mahal ng mga bakla si Taylor Swift. It was rare, you were there, and you remember it all too well. Yes. Parang sa akin, ano eh, that's a specific point sa buhay nung ex mo. And it's part of his truth. It's part of your truth. And nothing can ever change that. Yes.
Ito yung question ako sa'yo.
Oh.
Nagkabit ka ng girl.
Mm.
Like, okay. Lalo na in the case of this letter, would you still consider it real?
Oh. I mean, yun nga habang binabasa ko yung letter kasi medyo hindi naman sa ganto yung situation ko, but I've been in a situation where I had mutual understanding with a girl and I'd wonder how she felt also when she found out that I am also in a relationship with a man. Wow. Pero before this muna na eto na naman sa anecdote and airtime ko, pero ano ba yung beard, Jacob?
Ito na nga, yung beard it's a term or it's a slang use na someone being used to conceal their own identity. So for example, yung guy, he knows that he's queer. But parang of course, familial pressure, societal pressure, or just himself questioning himself or parang self-doubt knowing na he doesn't want to be out as gay. So, or whatever he or she or whatever the person identifies as. It's concealing and using another person in order to be like in a relationship with them. It's either most of the time it's them not knowing, but sometimes alam naman gagawin kang beard. So it's the fact of using someone to conceal your own identity or sexual orientation.
Gets. And I guess yung pinanggagalingan ni letter sender natin ngayon is whether or not
Ginamit siya. Or kumbaga ang tanong niya is, alam niya na ba from then on? Or what? And if alam niya na, was he just using me para mapagtakpan yung identity niya?
Ang ano kasi, parang sa akin, I feel na the assumption is loaded.
Oo.
Kasi this was a relationship 4 years ago. You were high school back then.
Oh.
And gets naman siguro that you've moved on and you just want to know the truth. And I guess may karapatan ka na to know kung totoo nga ba. Pero parang sa akin, looking from experience, yung naramdaman ng tao, kung ano yung naramdaman mo, kung genuine yun, if your breakup, you ended in good terms. Although, parang yung reason for breakup was di pa siya ready ata. Parang, sa akin, anyway, you shared that kind of love in that specific point of your lives and you both enjoyed it and you're both thankful for it. Sa akin, yung pag-question dun sa memory na yon by the fact that but na sa bagong information na nasa iyo ngayon, parang parang you're just replacing or distorting the good memory that you've had with that person.
But it's also important not to discount yung pinanggagalingan ni letter sender. Kasi parang we know din naman na parang in tales, in stories, in teleseries, in like dramas, or even in like, for example, Twitter or like Reddit, we can see tales na parang they use someone to be in a relationship muna before kasi they cannot accept na they are
Mali yun.
So parang it's also we cannot discount na they're questioning whatever they've gone through or parang the relationship because there are also cases na valid din naman na may ganitong history ang there are people that also experience this.
Sa akin kasi yung ganun, to be clear, that's something naman din that's not acceptable clearly. Kasi if you would express and show those kinds of love and affection, that should come from a place of a genuine heart and not from a place of fear of anxiety, of worry that you might be outed and you might be discriminated against in our society just because you're gay or whatever your sexuality is, tapos mananakit ka ng ibang tao to pretend that you're in love with them. Parang that's something that's clearly not acceptable. Clearly. But sa akin, lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang experiences, may kanya-kanyang truths, and hindi din sa lahat ng pagkakataon, well, based on my experience, na kahit sabihin mo nagkagusto ka sa babae during that time and then magkakagusto ka sa lalaki na yon, na those cannot be parang mutually, isa lang doon yung totoo. This can be mutually true. This can be something na totoong nangyari. And it's part of the journey mismo ng tao na yon, kung papaano niya ba na-explore yung kinds of love na kaya niya mag-give to others.
And I feel like, diba, parang na conversation nga is, gender is fluid. Sexuality is fluid. You can, parang, you can be on the spectrum on different ends every now and then. So it's also a matter of understanding that maybe at that point, he considered himself straight, or maybe straight curious, or maybe you didn't know by then that he was already bi or something like that. Kasi it doesn't mean na he's in a relationship with a guy, doesn't mean na, okay, mali na yung sa inyo. Kasi who knows, baka he's bi. And if you're discounting that, that's like bi erasure na rin. So yeah, so it's also important to understand na parang those factors. But at the end of the day, siguro what I can pinpoint or what I can say talaga is, what's important is ikaw, alam mo sa sarili mo, totoo ka nagmahal.
Totoo.
Kung siya man ay hindi totoo, that's on him. Ang importante, ikaw nagmahal ka. Alam mong totoo yung pagmamahal na binigay mo, and alam mong yung love na naramdaman mo ay alam mong totoo.
Siguro magandang question sa letter sender natin. Was he a good person? Like, you would say ba na parang he was the ideal man for you? And parang wala siyang masyado or if at all na red flag? Kasi parang knowing what that kind of person was would also somehow pinpoint clues on whether or not he would have, or they, ano pronounce niya, would have that tendency to be a kupal. Wala na kayo ibang term. Kasi kung kung nakikita mo naman na alam mo mabuti siyang tao, na naging mabuti siya sa'yo, naging mapagmahal siya and all, parang that might open up na if like your guys in good terms, na you can have that conversation since that's a past relationship, on whether or not it was that genuine ba, kasi parang at least to address your concern. But if like, for example, alam mong may pagkakupal yung tao, and sige, sabihin natin, alaman mo na ginamit ka niya for that extent, ewan ko, parang hindi ko alam kung may energy pa ba or worth it pa ba ng energy na magalit. Or parang sige, you would feel bad na parang may hingin pa something dun sa tao.
Pero ako, what does it change? How will this affect who you are? How will this affect what happened between the two of you? Siguro yun lang yung ko. Na parang may mali, ano pa ba yung magbabago with this? Kasi for me naman, for me, ang importante is ikaw. Kung sino ka, na alam mong totoo yung binigay mong pagmamahal, alam mong totoo ka, alam mong genuine kang tao. And siguro, I feel like it's been 4 years. What else does it change by now?
Diba?
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
And together, we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors,
Directors, And of course, infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
Siguro sa akin, ito na yung experience ko, was parang yung before I met Tristan, I had someone, a female friend of mine na nagustuhan ko. And that was mutual. And kung ano man, I mean, even before her, nagka-crush ako ng mga babae. Never ako nung high school ako na nagka-crush sa lalaki. And yes, sabi natin na parang I had the tendencies of being soft and all, but I was not I have not yet figured out. And I mean sa akin, malinaw sa akin, I like girls at that time. And I have crushes on girls. Kinikilig ako sa mga babae. Pero until eventually, parang I was slowly realizing, or slowly thinking about things, and I figured out my identity. Sa akin, all things that I've felt, all things that I've experienced are all valid. That's part of my story. That's part of my becoming. And yung pagiging genuine nung everything na yon, alam ko sa sarili ko na nagmahal ako, or at least nag-show ako ng emotions ko. And hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin ginagawa ko, and we're still in good terms sa mga nasabi ko. And yun, I mean, kung kaya ko as a person to be in that position, I'd imagine that if yung naging ex mo was a good man, was a good guy, I think that he might have also the same situation as mine. Hindi ko alam kung paano yung naging journey niya, but that same track of genuineness, closeness, openness, wholeness, na parang that person would accept everything that came. That person would totally na parang ina-understand niya na these are part of his story of becoming, is something na yun din naman. And you must understand and respect that also.
Yeah, I agree. Kasi parang it's also a matter of understanding na the journey of a person's very different, person to person. You may understand also na one day before years ago, he considers himself straight, and that's completely valid. And throughout time, nakikilala niya yung sarili niya. Because, I mean, let's be honest, the person we are 4 years ago is not the person we are today. Ang dami nating nakikilalang tao, ang dami nating experiences that continuously shape us. Who knows what has happened in those 4 years? Who knows what has changed in those 4 years that led to him having a boyfriend? But what's important for me right now is that this is who he is right now. This is the truth. It doesn't change the fact that whoever you were 4 years ago with him, that was still true, possibly. I don't think that you will fully have answers if not from him. And I feel like if gusto mo talagang clarity, have that conversation. I don't think, ikaw ba, would you think that's, for example, if it was asked from you, would you be open? Diba?
From my experience, parang nalaman ko na lang din na yung former girly na yun, na nung nalaman di ko alam kung anong tama tayo, basta yung parang
Former flame.
Flame, wow, flame. Ito, an eternal. Okay. Say my name. Okay. So yung former flame na yun, na parang nalaman niya na nung medyo nag-soft launch kami na ng boyfriend ko, na parang ang inisip niya ata nun that time was, nagulat siya.
Okay.
Ang nabalitaan ko. But parang somehow, sa akin, nagulat siya, but parang she was happy for me. She was happy for the both of us. And that was okay for her already. So parang sa akin, we've talked late last year, na parang, at least that was genuine, na parang, we both want the best for each other now. So if parang you would be in good terms pa rin sa ex mo, parang, that conversation is there for you to talk it out. Na parang hindi naman din parang tinatanggal sa'yo yung karapatan to know about these things kasi it's about your feelings, your shared experiences with that person. So, I'm telling this my story kasi at least alam mo din na parang it might turn out well if like okay kayo, if like time will really heal the memories, the pains na nangyari din sa relationship.
Ito, I have a question. If ever she was used, how does that change whatever happened to them?
Actually, sagutin mo nga. Parang
Iniisip ko eh.
parang 'di ba, parang minsan I mean di naman din sa sinasabing maghabol ka or what, pero kumbaga sige, nalaman niya 'yon. Baka magka-existential crisis siya. Okay. Pero wala ka na ring habol, girl. Parang mahirap din na ano pa eh. Like, what would you demand?
Nagmumukha ka pang, kontrabida sa buhay nila.
Well, pwede naman paghihiganti niya. Pero, sorry demonyo. Pero, parang at least you get to know what kind of person that was. Yung ex mo, anong klaseng tao siya. And at least you had that sign from God na hindi talaga to yung tao para sa'yo kasi ginago ka nito.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero kasi dun sa mga gumagawa niya, ng kupal nyo. Sa totoo,
Pero we also have to understand what they're going through, where they're coming
Yes.
from, ha?
Oo, sige.
Because it's, sometimes people also think, okay, I'll put this into perspective. Some people also think that getting into a relationship, parang they themselves, they know that they have the tendency. They get into a relationship hoping that getting into a relationship will make them straight. But apparently, later on, they realize that no parent, they still like guys. It's them trying to see whether the possibility is still out there. So it doesn't mean na they're there to fraud you, they're there to deceive you, but it's also them trying to explore their own identity, see if they are open to dating women, to dating girls. And I don't think there's, siguro kanina parang baka there's pero looking into it, there's also an aspect na baka it is also part of their self-discovery eh.
Sa akin kasi yung view ko, kaya medyo I'm not really okay with those types of persons. Kasi, sige, sabihin natin, self-discovery, na you're figuring out your sexuality. But that shouldn't come at the cost na gagamitin mo yung isang tao, isang babae for this particular instance, na parang, yun nga, for your character development.
Pero hindi siya,
Hindi sa
hindi siya ginagamit mo eh. You're just, you were looking into the possibility lang na if I date a girl, let's see if siya.
Pero hindi ba parang you're objectifying the girl? When you think in a way na, sige nga kung babae, kaya yung ko, magiging straight kaya ako. But nasan yung genuineness ba nung nararamdaman? Nasan yung talagang ini-spend mong genuine na time, comfort, emotions and all, na pagiging vulnerable and getting all into relationship? Was that even love in the first
What
place?
if it was genuine? It's just that the person can't find it in him to love the girl. It was, kunwari,
You shouldn't try even in the first
genuine
place.
talaga yung pinakita niya na genuine yung care, genuine yung alaga. Pero looking into it months later, looking into it years later, na-discover niya na siguro the care that I have, it's parang best friend.
Parang kasi you also leave that person hanging eh. Parang sa akin, ang selfish siya sa akin na parang for you to go through that and then just think na parang, oh, this is me figuring out my sexuality. Parang hindi siya parang mutually acceptable, especially dun sa babae na nagagamit. Hindi kasi sa parang sinasabi mo kanina fraud or what, naliloko. But I guess the more basic or more simple term is nagagamit eh. Na parang sa akin, yung experience with the sexuality, it's valid. Na parang kailangan mo ring alamin sa sarili mo how would you grow or kung ano ka ba talaga, sino ka ba talaga, yung identity mo. Mahirap yan. And it's It's mahirap and struggle talaga siya. Pero at the same time kasi, you can do all that without the expense of people na parang magagamit mo just for that sake of you to figure it out. Like, sige, kasi there are bi people. There are some people na talagang they're open to all. Na sige, I can date a straight person. The next I get to date this person and that person. In those cases, go. Okay yun. Kasi parang, at least as long as napapakita mo na what you felt was real and not because you are in a relationship to figure out if your feelings are real. Kasi siguro yun yung parang difference for me. Like, okay sana kung yung nararamdaman mo ay totoo, hindi yung parang nandun ka sa relasyon para malaman mo kung totoo.
Okay, gets.
Yun yung sa akin na if you're that person that you feel that was real and go. Part yun ng story mo. Pero yung iisipin mo kung totoo pa talaga, bakit ka pa nagjowa? Kaya gets din yung validity nung pinanggagalingan ng letter sender natin. But at the same time, again, story yan ng mga tao. Genuine story yan. I mean, genuine love was there. And I hope also na sa mga babae, you wouldn't look down upon knowing that yung dati mong nagustuhan ay bakla. Kasi wala ding mali. Kung dati, type niya mga babae, dati kasi mo siya, tas ngayon sa lalaki siya mapupunta. I hope then that that's something na mabasag din sa society natin. Kasi, loving or liking a gay person or a male person with another male doesn't make you any less of a person. I hope also na mabasag din natin yan. Wow!
Final message?
Ikaw muna. Sorry, dami ko na airtime.
Okay lang.
Hindi, airtime.
Final message.
Ikaw muna.
Huh?
Ikaw muna.
Final message ko.
Oh, ang dami ko airtime.
Siguro what I can say na lang is whatever it is, what's important is you. What's important, you love, you cared, what you gave was genuine. Kung hindi man genuine yung pinakita niya, konsensya niya na yon. Ang importante this time is ikaw na lang. Kasi at the end of the day, anong habol mo kung hindi naman totoo yung pinakita niya? What does it have to do with you now? Because that was 4 years ago. Whoever he was 4 years ago is a different person than he is today, the same way you are. So, whatever you do, whatever you siguro what's important na lang is you are genuine in everything that you show. Kasi at least, kung ano man ang sumbatan ninyo, at least masabi mong naging totoo yung pinakita ko sa'yo, never kitang niloko, never akong nagpakita ng hindi genuine sa'yo. Lahat ng pinakita ko sa'yo is me being really showing care towards who you are, towards your growth, towards you being a person. And yeah, kung ano man, kung totoo man o hindi, let's just respect what the person went through, what he went through siguro. If ever he used you, siguro he had his reasons, although let's say it's not valid, baka may pinanggalingan siya. If ever hindi man, ibig sabihin that's his journey. That's part of how he grown as a person. And that's really important. You're still a part of his journey, whatever happens. And I hope you feel naman na whatever happens, kahit may nagustuhan siyang lalaki after you, it doesn't change the fact na nagustuhan ka din niya. You're part of his story no matter what.
Yes. Sa akin siguro, I'd say na love is a very, very complicated thing. Like, we cannot fully understand love. And for you to somehow get a grasp of what it's like, how it's like, is you must feel it. And ikaw, letter sender, you felt that love. You felt that love with your ex. And you know it was real. You know that you gave out your emotions. And that's important. And that's okay. That's valid. At the same time, if the person that you gave your love to decided to show and express his love with a man, that's also okay. That's also valid. That's also something that's part of what he is capable of giving is the same way that how he is capable to give this kind of love to you. Now, ngayon na babalikan natin yon. What's more important is how can you love yourself more? And if that would come at the expense of communicating it with your ex and figuring out what happened talaga, that's okay. And as long as parang that would make you love more as yourself and the people around you, that's okay. Like sa madaling salita, lagi nating piliin kung how can you love more in terms of the people around you, in terms of the people you get to interact with. And when you know how you can love more, you can also give that love to yourself. And this goes the same sa mga queer persons natin, mga podmates natin, na I hope na if you would give that love, that must come from a genuine place. Not from a place that you would objectify or you would use the person that you are trying to show an imagined and an inauthentic form of love. Kasi yung love na yon, alam natin na parang minsan ang hirap, ang hirap buuin, ang hirap struggle. Pero kung talagang galing sa puso, bigay todo yan, bigay kaya. And kung ano man mangyari, mababalikan natin yun ng walang pagsisisi, pero puro pasasalamat. Lagi at lagi yun yung sanang love na i-strive natin na mabigay. And lagi nating piliin kung paano pa tayo mas magmamahal ng kapwa. Wow! Yan ang galing retreat.
Oo nga eh. Nagulat din ako. Ang daming dada ni Kuya. But yun na nga, maraming salamat sa pagpapadala ninyo ng mga liham ninyo. And if you have a letter that wants to be answered, you can send it in tinyurl.com/gky2gunmo. And happy Pride to everyone.
Happy Pride!
Happy
Mabuhay ang mga
Pride.
bakla!
Oo, and dapat may bakla. Masaya pag may bakla.
Yes.
Oo, pero wag kalimutan, tumataas daw ang HIV cases.
Ay, oo.
Magpa-test. Be
Mag-prep.
safe.
Practice safe sex, mga bakla.
Oo. Stay safe. Use condoms, use PrEP, use whatever. There's no harm in being safe nowadays. Lalo na, hindi lang HIV and AIDS, monkeypox pa. That's another.
Yan.
Yeah.
Yan.
Yun talaga. Yun.
Nako.
Oo.
Oo. Kaya naman kung nagustuhan nyo itong episode na to, what if i-share nyo sa social media platforms natin, tag nyo rin kami. It's at GKY Pod on all social media platforms. Ako is at LNCRVDA. Ikaw ba, Jacob?
It's at The Charles Jacob on all social media platforms.
Nag-release kami ng episode every Saturday, kaya ring nyo yung notification bell. Kung nagustuhan nyo rin to, 5-star ratings baka naman, and pwede nyo ring stream yung past episodes namin kasama si Miss Mela, Miss Heidi Mendoza, bago sa mga stream yun. And also sa YouTube din ng The Pod Network Entertainment, andyan din yung mga episodes namin. And wag natin kakalimutan na masarap ang magmahal, pero ang tunay na nagmamahal ay nagpapalaya.
Akala ko nagpapakasarap.
Yan tayo eh. At pag malaya ka, doon mo kaya magmahal ng buo, ng tapat, at totoo. Wow.
Pa rin ang
Ganito kasi yan.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.